This is a Ryan Little production.
All right, we are in the gym for an arm day. Right now, we are on this Preacher cable curl machine. There's a couple of ways you can use this machine, but I like to stand up in front of it. I really enjoy the resistance curve on cables when doing any type of standing bicep curl. So this is what I choose to do on this particular machine. Feels really good, and we're just gonna knock out a couple of sets here. All right, here we are getting geared up for round two. We're gonna go 15 more reps here. And again, we're gonna concentrate on the squeezing of the bicep. So another word for that is the concentric part of the movement when we get to the flexing. So that's usually called the concentric. So that's what we're doing here. We're going down nice and slow on the eccentric. And that's pretty much it for this set. We're just gonna keep this going nice and smooth, good squeezes, time under tension, and focusing on mind and muscle connection. For our third set, we're just gonna wash, rinse, and repeat.
This is a Ryan Little.
Right here, I tried to spice things up by starting with an alternating bicep curl and then rolling right into double arm. But man, I think that finished me off. I think I was already spent on this first set. So after this, we're gonna hit some preachers. I don't get to do preacher curls often. That's why it's always nice to work out in a gym, because you can do things that you don't traditionally do. I do 90 to 95% of my training in my garage gym, so I don't have any kind of setup like this, but being able to do a movement like this where you're isolating that bicep and getting a really good squeeze, it is a plus, especially when you don't do it often. You get a really good pump. All right, We change the camera angle just a little bit just to get a little front view. You can get a good shot of the peak of the bicep on the stretching portion of this movement. And again, great machine, good flexing. Take your time here and just focus on getting a really good squeeze.
This is a Ryan Little production.
All right, now we're getting to the meat and potatoes here. I really like doing these like hammer rope curls on the cable. Great resistance curve. I feel it the entire time on the way up and on the way down. When I'm doing these, I'm trying to spread the rope apart. Once I get to the top, that makes a really good squeeze. At that peak of the bicep, I can really feel it. This is one of my favorite things to do on a cable with a rope. If you're wondering, I'm just looking at my watch because I'm just trying to make sure that I only rest for 90 seconds. And once that 90-second mark's hit, then we just get right back to it. And yeah, that's about it. I like to just keep it simple because I want to make sure that I keep the intensity up so that we just burn enough calories during this workout. All right, we are knocking these reps out, man. Again, we're getting a really good pump here. I'm really liking this movement, and it just adds really nice detail to the bicep when you do this particular exercise. I really do enjoy it. And this is something that is one of my staple movements when training arms. Again, I'm not no arm expertise by any means. You guys who followed me for a while know that I was never a fan of training biceps, but I've grown to enjoy it. All right, so now we got some traditional alternating standing bicep curls. I really enjoy these. You can't go wrong. This to me is old faithful. I just do my best not to swing too much, but there is a place for swinging and there is a place for cheat reps when it comes to bicep curls like this when standing. Like, I'm not saying it's wrong. There is a place for it. I would do it if the weight was a lot heavier. I for sure would. All right, we're at our final set of bicep curls here. Let's finish up these strong, get some good movements, get some good squeeze in here, and then we'll move on to some triceps after this. This tricep dip machine is pretty dope because it really does a good job isolating the tricep. Because you could always do dips, but with dips you get your chest involved a little bit. I feel like with this, it does really help isolate the tricep just a little bit better. And again, machines are just getting so much better nowadays.
Ryan Little.
The one thing I would add to this machine is some sort of seatbelt, because you could max out the weight on this, but you really got to force yourself to stay in the seat. I think machines like this, some leg extension, leg curl machines, do need some type of seatbelt to keep you locked in there. This definitely is one of those machines that could use it. All right, our next movement is just a simple rope tricep extension. Again, I feel like you can't go wrong with this. It's pretty simple, just spreading that rope on the way down, which will force you to really squeeze and contract the tricep. All right, set 2 here, we're getting after it. The nice thing about the particular rope extension machine that I'm on is that the outside stack on this one is a lot heavier than the inside stack. I think it's because it's 1-to-1, so you can really feel the weight on this one. This is why you'll always see me do the rope extensions on the outside when I'm at this particular gym.
This is a Ryan Little production.
Now time for some straight bar extensions here to target that tricep. Again, I'm on the inside stack, so you can see the difference in weight that I have to use to make it feel heavy enough. It's damn near the whole thing to kind of just get the weight that I need. All right, guys, this brings us to the conclusion of our bicep and tricep workout. Guys, have a really good week. Continue to work hard. Stay strong. You guys got this. I can't wait to see you all on the next video. Stay tuned. Be on the lookout. We're back.